Good evening. I don't know if I would call this a poem. I'm so inspired that I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I started writing what I'm going to share with you yesterday at Baba's Rock, and I finished it today. And I'm very inspired by everything. Yesterday, especially by the lecture on food for soul and body. So maybe that inspired me to create something for the emotions, which is, as some of you know, my area of service. I'm also inspired by my own inner growth, and by the growth I saw in people that I have counseled along these years. So I've written this. Inevitably, I'm going to share with you something that is related to my area. I feel this is my contribution. I hope you like it. And I have the pleasure to be accompanied by this wonderful musician. I need to read it. Vehicle of love, of light, human being, divinity. Are you back home yet? Are you awakened? Are you eating? Who cooks for you the dishes that most nurture, fulfill, and strengthen you? Yourself or others? By the way, divinity, do you know which dishes I'm talking about? Amongst many, I'll just remind you of the ones which we usually expect others to cook for us. Self-approval, self-respect, self-acceptance, self-recognition, self-worth, self-admiration, self-attention, affection, care, responsibility, inspiration, esteem. All right, in case you can and you actually cook some of those dishes, vehicle of light, please tell me where, when, and how did you learn how to cook them? Tell me. And with what regularity and quality do you cook those dishes of love? Is your kitchen properly cleaned? Or there is still some guilt from the past transformed now into a smelly resentfulness? Do you assume responsibility for other people's dirt? Or you usually take care only of your own? And when you do clean for others, what do you expect in return? Are you sure? You can take out your mask with me, love, for you're safe. I know, we were not taught to cook those dishes. For the ones who could have done so knew even less than us now. The dishes they used to eat and made us eat were made out of ignorance, fear, frustration, and projection. Self-doubt, self-neglection, self-repression, self-victimization, self-punishment. And because this food was not healthy, was full of layers of anger, we many times felt not cared for, judged, criticized, not accepted, humiliated, dependent, abandoned, rejected, abused, manipulated, not loved. Although this might all be true, vehicle of light, remember one thing. We are the ones responsible for our own nourishment, and therefore responsible for the search for the best recipes there are. Fortunately, nowadays, and more now than ever, there are wonderful recipes available. Though we can search for the books which will remind us of the recipes we've forgotten that we knew.